It's only money.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there has been so much talk of gas prices in recent weeks and months, but what really affects gas prices and what has been happening to drive prices to the records at the pumps? For tonight's Money Talks, we talk to an expert who doesn't speculate but gives us a nice lesson in supply and demand. Neil Vanoy has an MBA from Pepperdine University and a certificate in financial planning from Boston University. He's also a contributor to Investing in an Uncertain Economy for Dummies. He takes politics out of the question and tells us what goes into the price of your gasoline.
People pay attention to the price of oil since it gets mentioned frequently, but the cost of a gallon of gas is actually made up of four primary costs. Not only do you have the cost of oil, but you're going to have the cost of refining, marketing and distribution, as well as taxes.
Something else that a lot of people don't realize or weren't aware of.
The price of oil is actually set in the global market. It's not set by the oil companies.
The laws of supply and demand is a theory that simply explains the interaction between the sellers of a resource and the buyers for that resource.
Prices tend to move in the opposite direction of supply and in the same direction as demand. So when the supply of oil goes down, like it has recently with the war in Ukraine, the price can go up. And on the opposite side, if demand increases, like it probably will coming up with the summer driving season, price can go up for that too.
According to Neil, more production in the United States would, of course, lower prices. But the energy policy implemented by an administration seems to be setting the tone for supply.
More domestic production would help lower the price of oil and gas, but the problem is those new projects will take months or years to affect the price of oil, and that's one of the reasons why politicians don't really get around to doing that, in my opinion, just because the impact won't be seen for months or years.
Months or years. Now, according to CNBC, Americans are spending $1,837 more a year on gas now, all due to the inflationary prices. That's $153 a month when you break that down out of your budget, and that seems to be why everybody's talking about it.